So first thing that we're going to do is move our submarine up to the beach. Reason that you do this is because it makes it a lot easier to return to the sub after your preps. If you've got it out in the water, then if you park your oppressor Mark II on the hull of the ship, it's going to slip into the water and you're going to have to pay the insurance premium, $10,000 to get the vehicle back every time. That gets expensive. So park the vehicle up on the beach like this, up against these rocks. And once you've got it parked up here, you'll be able to park the oppressor on the nose of the submarine, go inside, start the next prep, come back out, and your oppressor will still be sitting on the deck. Okay, so now you're parked up. The first thing that you'll want to do is go and do the go and scout out the island. So your first intel mission will start. Am I doing this slow for some reason? Yeah, I am. Alright, we'll speed it up once we get out of the submarine, but if you've got the helicopter, use your helicopter. If you've got the oppressor, use your oppressor. If you don't, then you'll be able to get away with just using a fast car. So get your car, and I mean, this one I've got the furthest spawn away from Vespucci Beach, the one right at the top of the island. There's still time to drive to the top of the island, get the plane, and fly it back down to the Cayo exit marker. So yep, just go ahead and do that. And next, we get to Cayo. And we've got to, well, first of all, you've obviously got to scout out what's on Cayo. So we get landed. We go and check the hangars, see if there's coke in here. If there is, then that's handy. Coke's good to grab, especially if you're going solo. If you're going solo, you want to clear out either both of these or just one of these. Fill your bag with coke and on your way. Now there's a reason why I've slowed this down. That's so you can follow the route that I'm following. So we go right off the road here, and just basically across an unpopulated part of the island until we get down to the middle where the party is held, and then you've got to cross over the road. Make sure there's no vehicles around when you do that. Make sure there's no guards driving or walking along the road. You can cross this road and then over the next one. Sweet. And now you want to make this jump, and you can see there's like there's a natural ramp here. You might not hit it the first time. If you don't, that's fine. There's another bike along the way. There's that pole has a camera on it. You've got to go around the back of that pole or you will get caught. and you get up here and you've got to hack into the camera network. The camera network hack is a different one to most of the others. It's usually just a sequence of key presses. This one's actually an algebra problem, so you can see 3 we'll go 3 times whatever this first one is. It gives us a result of 6 at the bottom, so we know that first one's 2, second one is 10, and the last one is 2. I don't know. Once you've got in, scout through. Once you've got in, go through the cameras, find all of the loot inside of the compound, and make your way back to the plane. If you don't want to go through the effort of sneaking back, you can just let a guard catch you at this point. Once you've done the camera hack and found the primary target and the secondary loots, you don't have to ride back. I just do it out of habit. Alright, back to Los Santos, and this is the point where I grab my oppressor back out, and I'll do the rest of the preps with the oppressor just to show you how quick and easy they can be. So back to the sub. And get the next one done. So we go back up, and there's my oppressor sitting right on the nose like I said it would be. So you've got to fly over the police station where the long fin is. You don't actually have to go to the police station. If you get too close to it, you're going to get caught, so don't do that. And then find which of the trucks is just the single truck. It's going to be this armoured one. And that makes this mission much easier to finish. Head back to the police station once you've got the truck. Don't crash. And you're going to want to line it up so that you can back in and then start engaging the police, because the police will respond as soon as you start engaging the ones that are in there. There'll be vehicles that'll make it difficult to get that truck out of there. Just do it. In this one I managed to hide from the police and lose my wanted level. If you can't do that, then just die, and when you respawn, you'll respawn with no wanted level. You'll be able to take the truck back down to the docks without the police chasing you. If you make a mess of this in terms of the police following you the whole way here, or you being too close to the police station when you get out of the long fin and die, then you'll just get your wanted level back, so don't do that. Weapon customization going on there. Grab the gear off the sub, and next prep, going for the conspirator. Now this one, it says go to Merryweather HQ. I'm going to use my missile, fly down to Merryweather and blow up the helicopter I'm meant to be following. If you don't, going to the Merryweather HQ is the longest way to do your weapon prep. I actually failed this 3 times in a row, and it's still faster than doing the mission through going to Merryweather. What you want is for it to tell you to go to one of the skyscrapers. It will say go to so and so building. It didn't do it to me for the first 2 times, so I actually take the oppressor out, and you can see how slow this helicopter's flying. But you've got to follow it all the way up to the end of the map going that slow. I got no time for that, so slipping behind it, blow it up. And now I get a building, so I go to the Penrith building. I want to enter from the top with the oppressor, makes things easy. Don't have to fight the guards at the bottom then, you just got to get the guys on the inside. Grenades or Molotovs are a great way to do this because there's a lot of corners. Once you've got the dudes up in the safe, I find the easiest way to do that hack is look at the first 2 numbers. In that case it was 94 and 10. You just want to find those first two numbers, and guaranteed the next two will be the rest of the code. Okay, so that was fairly quick, a lot quicker than doing it the Merriweather way. Now I've got to get a safe code. This is a fairly long prep as well, just because there's a lot of travel and a fair bit of fighting to do. A little back and forth, so you go in to the casino, you go down to the car park, steal a pass card out of this car, back to the elevator, back up the elevator, another cutscene. Alright, into the VIP area, kill the two guards outside, go inside, and you're probably going to get in a fight, so just go with it. Try not to kill the civs. And the guy who you're looking for, you get a photo from Pavel of what he looks like, and you'll see him. You'll know him when you see him. Some foods and some armors into me. Alright, check the guy for the safe code. Got the safe code. Exit. There'll be a bunch of police in the lobby. Just take them out with grenades. There we go. Elevator back down onto the oppressor and out of there. Again, the oppressor just makes it so easy to evade the police. Back to the sub. And there'll be another prep. I've skipped a bunch of video. Doesn't matter, that one's easy. This is going for the fingerprint cloner. Just make sure you take out the cameras on where the archive's kept and where the fingerprint cloner is kept. Otherwise, you'll... Last prep, get the cutting torch. If you can avoid getting into a fight for these preps, they will go quicker, so if you've got the option to use stealth, use it. To avoid these guys, just put on the hard hat and keep running. As long as you don't stop in front of one of the guards, you'll be fine. You can just run around, check all the toolboxes till you get it, get out of there, back to the sub, and then we're on for Cayo. So the setups are all done. I take the long fin as my entry vehicle, and the grate as my point of ingress into the compound. So the reason I use these, I just find that the airport security, like the airport warehouses and stuff, to get the to get your secondary loot is just easier than any of the other ones. So that's why I like using this one. Get the coca. And I only half fill my bag because I know there's a painting in the office. A painting in the office it's a bit of a godsend. It means you only have to find one item of coca. So instead of having to go across the airfield and raid the other one, take out all the guards, it's easier to just sort of get that first one, grab a half bag, and then get the painting out of the office if it's there. Alright, this guy, this camera, this guy. Up here, make sure this guy hasn't moved. If he has, wait, get him. This guy at the top, into the office, into the safe. If you got painting, get the painting. I don't bother with the cloner, I just go back down. You've seen where I jump off. And down into here, and then it's just one hack on the cloner. Nice and quick. This one actually takes me a while. I make a mess of this, but it's a little more complicated than some of the other ones usually are. Alright, if you've got a safe number, you'll get a text from Pavel while you're cutting into the lock that'll have the number on it. I just repeat the number in my, I just say it out loud. If it's like 108791, I just say 108791, 108791, 108791. You get the safe, and then it's 108791. kill the guy on the way out, steal his bike, swim away. Heist done. Payday. And we got the bonus for the Elite Challenge, 1.47, easy money.